this is working. I can't tell. Is it working? Okay. Oh, who knows? Who knows? Okay. I can't tell if it's working because the preview thing is not. Oh, I guess it is working. Cool. All right. Some people asked for a stream. Oh, shit. A lot of people asked for a stream today because, yeah. Oh no, there's warm tomorrow. A high of 25 Celsius. Streaming now, by the way. Cool. Capture top comments. Okay. Alright, today is pixel mapping. I'm also going to take a look at the contest thing. But mostly it's going to be like pixel mapping stuff. Hopefully you can actually see the stream. Because I can't see the preview. Oh, I guess it is kind of working. Yeah, cool. All right, yeah. Some pixel mapping stuff. I've been developing, or not developing, messing around with the pixel mapper. And let me fix my microphone. There. I've been messing around with the pixel mapper quite a bit because I have a Aeroton Magic Panel effects in my office currently. What's up? Welcome back. Yeah, I have a Magic Panel effects in my office right now. So I've been messing around with a bit of pixel mapping stuff, making a little bit of some low-res video content for pixel mapping. And this is that show file. I brought it home from the 500 today. It's running 1.8.6.6, which I have found to crash a lot on the 500. It's weird. It's definitely weird. I've had a few repeatable crashes, but like I don't know how I don't know exactly how I got it to crash. So yeah. But let's go to the media window. And let's go over to, so different. Right. So I've patched two of them, 2 pixel maps, because I wanted to mess around and break it a few times just to see how it works. And so what I've done is this is the, here, let's go to this. This is the one, I only have one, it's a demo. Oh, so I'm not the only one who found it crashing. Good, that's good to know. It's a shame because it's a cool version update. Like they've added so much stuff. Like the size thing is super great. I have my F3 button on the console, or layout 3 is now just dedicated to size. So useful, especially it may not be super useful on like the MQ on the other consoles, but on the 500 when you have like a million screens, being able to just do this, so much easier. But let's see, so media, stroke, grid number, page, there we go. So I should have, let's bring this up. Oh, right. I have to go over here and go to media preset. Oh, no. Okay. Strange. Well, anyways, what I've done is I've got these super low res content things. That's actually really good to know that the content comes with the show file. I wonder how big this show file is then. That's really good to know. So basically all this low-res content, I basically found a program called Hexagon Mutator 2.0. It is from 2006. It's amazing. It basically lets you just kind of go down the rabbit hole. Literally, that's what you do with it. You go down the rabbit hole, and then it generates all this stuff, and you can like go deeper into the rabbit hole, and then you can export it. Super low res. It's perfect for pixel mapping. I really love it. Although I can't get a license for it because, as I mentioned, it was released in 2006. So obviously it's kind of out of date now. So I was able to find a bunch of these clips online that didn't have any like, what would you call it? It didn't have any watermarks. Because if you use the demo version of the mutator thing, it puts a demo watermark on it, which it doesn't, it's a little bit, it's definitely annoying. And I emailed them and I was like, hey, can I buy this? And they said, no, you can't, because we don't support that anymore, obviously. So I'm just gonna go cry in the corner. How's everything on your side of the pond? Because like I've got all my shows are canceled. 3 months worth of shows have been canceled, which is just great. Fun times. I'm still going to work though, so like I go to work and I just kind of mess around on the console for a bit, and then yeah. So if you want to know how I like was able to import all this stuff, it's definitely a process to import all of this content in, but it seems that it actually, I'll have to experiment a bit to see if it goes with the show file, if the media kind of is saved into the show file, because usually some other stuff you have to save it as a separate file. So like your settings, you have to save that separate file. It doesn't come with the show file. One thing I've found out is that the macros with your settings file, when you save settings, it saves your macros, but it does not save your automation, which really sucks, because you can see I have all of this on like OSC stuff here, and this is all for my Stream Deck, but I have to bring it over from a different show file instead of just having it be saved as a settings file, which kind of sucks. I have 2 demos right now. They're both Airton. I have an Airton Chamsys, which is it's not a bad light. I just don't like it. Like, okay, it's supposed to be a competitor to the BMFL. It is a 750 watt LED sourced spot fixture. Framing shutters, the whole shebang. But the color mixing system, and like I should say, it's super bright when it's just open, no colors in. But as soon as you put in cyan, the cyan, what's it called? Filter? Flag. The cyan flag is super saturated. So as soon as you bring that cyan flag in, it's too dark. So when you go to green, which is cyan and like yellow, you just can't see it at all. You can barely see it. The VO26000, wait, no, 2600. That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. I have some high expectations for Verilight. This is probably just going to be more of a chill stream with some programming. Because, well, there's not much to do, honestly. And I've done my streams on the basics. If anyone has any questions, of course, you've probably heard me say this before. If you have any questions, hit me up and I will, try to answer them. Red is actually not bad. There is... See, what is most surprising to me is that the color mix red is brighter than the color wheel red, which just doesn't make sense. Like, you would think they would put a bright red. Magenta's pretty... Because when you're mixing... Because the Chamsys is a white LED, when you put in the magenta, it's actual CMY. It's not like RGB or some bullshit like that. So the magenta's pretty bright compared to adding two colors. It's just whenever you try to do like green, blue isn't very blue. It's more like indigo, like really deep UV indigo. You lose it. You definitely lose it. Let's go over here and. So one of my favorite features that they've added in I don't know when they added this, but it's awesome. It's view elements. Oh, I love it so much. It's so useful. So previously, when you had multi-element fixtures, you would have to go 1.1 through whatever, right? Select individual elements. Now you can just select the head itself, go to view elements, and it'll show you all of the elements in that head, which is just brilliant. It's amazing. So it's made my life so much easier because now I can go, let's make this top row. Oh, shit. Let's do this. Red. And then I'm still figuring out in terms of the muscle memory for it. And I can make this yellow. Now if I go to the output tab, there you go. It's super easy. I really like it. It's a very nice feature. And they've also made it so that you can open up 2 group windows, which is fantastic. Like, I can have 2 group windows. Like, look at that. There's a group window there. And then here's a group window here. It's really, really nice. Oh, dude, seriously. I was for the longest time. I have 600 LEDs. Well, no, not 6. I have LED 600 washers from Roby. They're nice. They're like 8 years old. And for the longest time, I was trying to figure out because you can pixel map them, but you can only do like 2 rings or 3 rings. And so for the longest time, I was like, I just want to like have the outer ring on and keep the color of whatever like color look I have, so that outer ring is that color. And for the longest time, I'm like, great. Well, impossible. But what I've done now is with this new system, I just go and everything I don't want. So let's say I want to keep the outer ring on in whatever color is currently on in the programmer. I just take all of these inner elements here, and I go to this black color palette, which is literally just all of the RGBW values at 0. So now these are blacked out, and I just record that into like a queue stack. So I have a queue stack of shapes that I can go through, and it's great. I really like it. The only problem I find here, let's go to this. The only problem I come across a lot is, so there you go. There's white, where's shapes? Oh shit, it's on the stadium wing, so it's gonna be in playbacks. Actually, I can just copy it here. So here's a queue stack of 10 shapes that I've got. First, I have to make sure there's something actually in the programmer here. So here you can see it's a color look I've made. I can step through this outer, middle, inner, And then since it's a square, I like to turn on the outer 4. So I just have all these different shapes. Checkers. And it's super, the only problem with it, as you can see here, is the, when you're fading in and out, it doesn't really work well. Here you can see when I'm fading down, it should fade all of these elements back in. But it'll only bring them back in like that. So if I go to plus, you see it's not fading in all of the elements there. It's only fading in, yeah. I'm gonna switch to MA3 because just, not the macro system, I think, mostly. It's just so I can do some crazy shit. There's a lot of things I want to do that, like, yeah. But more importantly, it's just the console of choice for, like, so many shows. So, and it, the one thing MA is really good at is integration. It's super great when you want to integrate, like, 5 different systems, Touch Designer, Pangolin, Resolume, whatever you want, right? You can just integrate it really easily and tightly. I can integrate it on Chamsys pretty decently, but like on MA, it's like, ooh, fancy, you know? You can do some crazy shit. I think I'm still gonna stay, I think I'm gonna stay with Chamsys for a little bit until I get an MA3. Yeah. Yeah. And it's just it's just like every tour that comes through, every act that comes through uses MA. Like, you're not gonna find Navalites or a Chamsys console being used by Maroon 5 or Katy Perry, right? So every time people like that come through, it's, yeah. Less MAs on gigs? Yeah, it depends what gigs. And then there's just a lot of things, like, I really like the execute window system, but I really like on MA how you can have an executor that's just a queue stack, right? And you can, from the, just from the execute window, the MA execute window, you can just go through that queue stack, that sequence. You don't have to like have it on hardware buttons. And I mean, MA has been the console of choice for like every show for ever now, so it just it makes sense. But I will stay on Chamsys for a good while longer, I think. So let's... How come this isn't... oh, there we go. There we go. So now, let's bring this out. Let's go back to the media and go to this one. Oh, oh, I see. Oh, I see. I have to black this out. Yeah. So here we go. Pixel map done. All right. End of stream. Let's see if I can bring another layer. Is it, what layer is this? This is layer, that layer. So we're just gonna go over here, media page. This one. Oh, interesting. Mix type, that's what I want. Yes, flying faders. Although those are apparently gonna be coming to Chamsys soon. What? Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, the MA3 software isn't exactly the most stable thing ever. And then I have to go over here, black, import merge into this, and then go into here. Make sure this fader is fade to LTP, yeah. There we go. Oh, that's weird. I have some weird stuff that doesn't happen in real life. So basically what I'm doing right here is I have a key stack that's just intensity for the layer. And I also have it so that it blacks out the magic panel in color terms. So it can just be the max. And then this is speed for effects, or actually this should be just effects. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so it's a very neat system. A lot of these I've had to kind of go through and go, oh, that's garbage. I heard about Chamsys in high school. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I learned about Chamsys in high school. I did a 9th grade dance, and for that 9th grade dance, we're using the rig we use for graduation, which is a rented rig with a bunch of like Chauvet stuff, and a Chamsys console. So, Chamsys handles media pretty well, I think. Pretty decently. I wish there's some things. I don't have an opinion on it yet. No comment about the media system. I think it's fun so far. Like I do hate a few. There's some things that are a bit janky, like switching between layers are very janky, or like how so let's say I'm in media here. Let's say I'm in media. If I go to layer 2, which is usually my effects layer, and I want it to be there, well now if I go back to layer 1, you know, I have to go back up to media. But in practice, usually I would have all this stuff on an execute window anyways. So all this stuff would be on an execute window, I think. Resident. I'm probably gonna end up using Touch Designer, just because there's some things I want to do, and also Touch Designer is just cool, man. Touch Designer is real cool. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna open up this show file. You guys may know about this. Oh wow. No. This is the Chamsys thing. Oh, I have to import my settings. Alright. Oh, lordy. Oh, no, not multi-client. Just reload. And disable this. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah, this show file, or this thing, is the competition for the thing, you know? Yeah, the competition show file. Got so many weird lights in here. It's just like, Jesus Christ, man. I'm gonna do a few things. Little bit cheeky things, I think. Wow, what the hell? First thing, I now have a dedicated scroll wheel. I have a keyboard that has a volume knob that you can reassign to whatever you want. And so I have reassigned it to page up and page down. So now it is just a scroll wheel, which is fantastic. We're gonna make an all group as, you know. This show file is ridiculous. There's a few things I have to change. It's just like weird. There's some weird stuff in this show file that like you would think they would fix. Like how these are supposed to be, because these are all LTP. So immediately right off the bat, you have to switch these. You have to put a VDIM on them or switch them to HTTP or whatever. It's just a weird show file. It's not a bad one. It's a cool design. It's just a weird. I definitely get why they have this many lights. It's because it's for like a Chauvet demonstration thing. So they're like, oh, put every single Chauvet light you can. It should be like vomiting Chauvet lights everywhere. Man, I really wish I could use another Viz. It is a pretty strange rig. Like, what are these? Why? These video panels aren't video panels. They're just more color panel Q40s, which I tried to find. Could I do a show with just a touchscreen? I have done. I know. No, I have not done a show without a touchscreen. But yes, you can do a show without a touchscreen. It's very hard, and it depends what kind of show. But it's possible. It's very. It's not as smooth as with fader. It's definitely not as smooth as with faders, but it's possible. The execute window is your friend. And also there's a few, if you really, really need it, there's a few workarounds to getting like some flash buttons on a keyboard. I can go over that if you want, because it's pretty long-winded, but yeah. Let's just, the first thing is do the moles. Man, what is happening with my script? I need to see the... I just realized I need to see command window here. The strike ones. Weird. Oh, let's get the numpad on. You can patch it as an LED wall. Yeah, it's definitely possible to do it with just a touchscreen. It's just hard. And you have to think about it. You really, really have to think about it. And there's a few tricks. Oh, okay. Here we go for the freaking Flash scripts. Okay, here we go, boys. Let's save this. Oh, I don't have my other save buttons. Nope. Oh, enter group name. Alright, cool. Right. I don't know if you want to go through all this, because it's a bit of a doozy, but let's do it. Man. What is going on? Why is it so slow? I actually have a Chamsys B4, which is a Snakesys thing, and that can unlock my parameters, and I might just set that up if I need to, because it takes Chamsys out of demo mode. But let's go over here. We're gonna go to Master Yoda version. Is it version 3? Yeah, it's version 3. This is my main show file, and we don't need that. We're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna go like that. We're going to macros. Okay, so the basic principle is on the MQ500 there are 15 extra flash buttons that are not on any of the other consoles. So what you can do, oh man, only 12 flash buttons. I feel bad for you, bro. What you can do is you can record each of those flash buttons into 2 macros per flash button. So you basically go into panel, single monitor, MQ500, and then you go to an empty one. you hit start macro, then you hit this button right here, and then you end macro, and then there you go, wing flash 6, there we go. And then what you do is you separate those. So you see we've recorded a pressed action and a released action. So what you can do is, since you can assign all of these buttons to like letters and stuff on your keyboard, you can set up a script. Man, fucking ringy. Stop it. You can set up a script so that basically what happens is, so flash 1, let me go find one of those scripts. Let's bring this over here. Let me find one of those scripts for you. Where on earth did I put them? Oh no, they're not on this computer. But, oh man. Anyways, basically you make an auto hotkey script. You should really check out auto hotkey. And basically what I've done is I have 4 scripts running during a show on the computer. And what I do is I assign each of these buttons to a different letter. So basically this flash down will be assigned to like a lowercase f, and then flash 1 release is an uppercase F. And in the script I make it so that the F1 key on my keyboard triggers when I hold it down. It triggers, it just sends a lowercase f, so it triggers this, and then when I release that button, it releases the flash button. Unfortunately, I don't actually have those scripts. I don't think I have those scripts on hand. Let me find out. Oh, you know what? They might be in my SD card. Or not my SD card, my thing. It doesn't appear so. Drivers, gonna make installers. Yeah, I don't think I have Stream Deck. Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have them. I have featured those scripts before, so like if you really need them, you can look through some of my older streams. Yeah, I don't think I can find them. But yeah. So then you just you go to playbacks, and it will be like these keys. It'll be these top ones. So you just put playbacks there, but really mostly you just put everything on touchscreens on your execute windows. Like if you need fades and stuff. So let's say for like your main lights. So in this case it's BMFLs, but you know, for your main lights, you make a playback. You make like 3 of them, I'd say. Make one where as soon as you put all these, so let's say BMFL, right? You put all these on your touchscreen here. You make 3 of them. One with like no fade in, and then you make a bunch of these. So like you have one with no fade in, and then you have one with like a 1 second fade in, and then like a 5 second fade in. That way you can hit the button and it'll fade in. And there's some macro tricks and stuff. I used to have a show file, but I have no idea what I named it or where it is. But it would have some macro tricks so that I would have a button that would fade the lights in, and then it would also set a level on a fader. So I would have like a button, and then I would also have a fader so I could control it. And then I have another button to turn it off, and that would release a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's messing around, figuring out what works for you, really. Ideally, yeah, ideally you would have like a mini wing or something at the least. But yeah. On an iPad and Magic. Well, yeah, if you're just doing like a theater show, all you need is like space, because you can just assign your space key or whatever to Go, to the Master Go. Oh, thank you, Tommy. Many thanks. I guess we'll look at the main show file again. I mean, you guys have seen this, so let's go back to this thing, and we'll go to full, and then we'll go to, oh no, there's no like macros and shit. Whatever. Right, let's go here. Oh, if you're wondering why some of my keys are still working, is because I've done my thing, kind of my new auto hotkey script doesn't really rely on macros all too much anymore, so much easier. If the music is like overpowering, let me know, because yeah. So what are we gonna do first? Oh, someone started. Cool. First things first, I have to import some settings. We are going to import show, advanced. Where is Master Yoda 3? Don't ask why I called it Master Yoda. It's a very, yeah. Import settings. Cool. And now I have both my automation. See, that's the weird thing, right? When you import settings from another show file, it imports all of your automation shit. But when you actually save a settings file, it doesn't save your automation stuff into that. The automation stuff is saved into your show file, not the settings file. Which I guess kind of makes sense, but I wish there was an option to let you save it into the settings file. Cause just, yeah. Oh, what happened here? Let's go like this. So we'll go all. And then we will start with this. Oh wow, I should do this. This show, yeah, it's strange. I definitely don't like the oh shit. That's right, because the Mark III and shit, they have CMY. I have to find the ones. I do like, what is it, the Strike Saber, I think? Those are cool. Yeah, the Strike Sabers, those are cool. Those are kind of neat. So how are you guys doing? I have no shows anymore. I had some cool shows, but obviously, you know, no more. Oh. What? Oh, there's an amber? I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Strike, that's gonna be... Nope, clear. Yep. And then we're gonna... I don't know what song I'm gonna do. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna do a thing for this. Because... Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, it's kind of telling how not great this... Like, sorry, Chamsys, but your previs is not super great. I have a bloody 2080 Super and an i9 9900K, and this is 12 frames per second. Fucking capture is more efficient than that. Like, Jesus. I don't know why they have... Like, what happened to their super efficient one? That's the other thing is on the MQ500 when you bring up the Viz, it just lags like crazy because it doesn't have a GPU. So like it just one of their main features for that console was, oh look, we've got a built-in visualizer, and now you're like, well, this is completely, you can't use it at all because it's so slow. Like if you want to use it, just you can't use it. Now usually I would, I guess I'll make my show file from like scratch. I really don't want to do that, but that seems kind of warranted, I guess. 'Cause you know, Mav Mark III profile. I wonder if they actually had a ban for this. What is it you're doing? I am programming. I am making groups and stuff. That's mostly. This show file is a show file for the competition where you can win an MQ70, which is the latest Chamsys console. Oh. What happened? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Alright, let me know if stuff gets bad. Man, even with their new system, it still doesn't detect anything, right? So this is a competition where you program a song, like a 3-minute thing. I guess you can time code it or whatever, but I'm probably gonna... I think I will make... I don't know if I'm gonna submit anything or not. We will see. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should submit something? I don't know if I should submit anything. Man, what's with the lag too? Yeah, I really don't like this at all. I don't like it at all. It sucks, man. Like, they've got some cool stuff, a little bit of cool stuff going on, but like the way they've done this is just like, no. And as you will see, I have kind of already started on another. I started today, earlier today on a thing. It's just, it's like, why would you do this? Why would you order them this way? It's not, no. I'm gonna reorder them. They should just not upstage wall. Yeah, yeah, if shit starts like breaking and shit, let me know so I can attempt to fix it. You guys know how YouTube is sometimes. Wait a minute, no, it's supposed to be cyan. It's a spot fixture. Yes, this is the show file they give you for it. This was supposed to be shown at like PL, maybe Frankfurt. I don't know. I can't remember which one it was. They were supposed. This was gonna be the rig for their Chauvet booth. But since pretty much every single trade show has gotten canceled, now we get to do this. Oh, that's right. This is supposed to be not that. And then this is supposed to be that, and then this is supposed to be that, and then this is supposed to be over here. I wish there was a better way of like morphing shows together. Because that's what I thought of. I was like, maybe I should just morph my show into this. But then I realized, wait a minute. Then it's just like, yeah, Perlite and Silent, Frankfurt. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I was going to go to Frankfurt, and I was super excited. I was like, yeah, my first like trade show, get to see a bunch of cool shit. And then this happened, and now I'm just sad. Like, rip. I wanted to see all the cool stuff. Hey Chauvet, if you've got any cool demo stuff, send it to IAC Qatar. please. I want to see some cool stuff. Let's see if she can beat if the Mark III, because the Mark III is like, how do you get the show file? Oh, that's a really good question. I think it's on their website, chamsyslighting.com. Let's see. That's a really good question, actually. I got it from an email from them. Let's go to news. Yeah, I'm not sure. If someone has a link to that, can you please put it in the chat? It is a 200 and what? 245 light rig, which it's weird. I never thought I would be I would have used a light with this many, or a rig with this many lights, but I have used a rig with this many lights, and it's crazy. It's very crazy. Lime, you got an MQ70? How is it? It's super small, isn't it? Is there a built-in CTO on these things? There is. CRI filter. Fuck off. Oh man, you're getting all the toys. I'm stuck here. My boss won't even get me fucking pangolin. We've got like 24 watt or 20 watt lasers sitting in our warehouse. Granted, we haven't bought them yet, but you know, the owner doesn't know that I want to use it, so therefore they should let me use it. You know what I mean? Is there any weird stuff that I need to get rid of? Yeah, there's a ton of weird stuff. So I really want to get Penguin so I can learn Penguin Beyond. But it is fairly expensive. Penguin Beyond is not super cheap. But also, we've got like, what, 3 months until we get shows, maybe at the minimum. I think it's a good idea to learn new things. Oh, you're the director for your company. Can I come work for you? And then I've got... Man, I have to go look at my other show files a lot. Like, when I'm making a new show file, I like structuring my show files the same. When the storm is over. Yeah. I'm just gonna... I had the option, my company gave me the option of either going back to Canada and waiting out the storm, but without pay, so I would just basically be hanging out with my family, which isn't too bad. That's really, I was super tempted by it, but then I was like, wait a minute, this is like the perfect chance for me to learn a bunch of new stuff. Like all the new stuff I've wanted to learn, this is the perfect chance to do so. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, 6 months. Yeah, exactly. I hope it's just 3 months, man. I really hope. So this is something I do a lot. It's just taking... I'm not even saving these screenshots. It's just as a reference so I can kind of recreate it. File manager. Okay. So we're going to bring this back in. And we're going to look at the snipping tool. And I'll put that on the other screen. But I don't want to... Yeah, it sucks. It really... It's not fun. Oh, purple. Oh yeah, no, this is Congo. The reason I've called this Congo now is because Congo just sounds so much like darker. And that's what this blue should be. If you keep seeing a notification on the bottom right here, that is my thing saying, hey, I have Google Sync set up. So it's set up to, whenever I make a change to the Chamsys, that Magic Q folder, it automatically uploads anything that's changed in that folder to Google Drive. That way I have an extra backup. I'm gonna learn pangolin, my guy. Even if I don't have this, I am going to suffer with the 1 hour demo and no saving. I'm gonna suffer. And yeah, it's probably gonna be pangolin and some touch designer. Maybe some MA. But mostly pangolin, really. I really want to get into lasers. Let's see. Purple. What is that reflection? Oh. There's definitely an easier way to do this. I'm trying to think, is there like an easy way for me to just bring over my other show file? Because what I want to do is I want to bring over my other show file, my main show file, and just clone everything. But I'm not sure I can do that super easily. Oh, you know what? I totally can if I just import show palettes. Yeah, I think I can if I remember how to do this correctly. Merge. Yeah, this. Damn it. Oh, what if I morph them into BMFLs and then morph them back into whatever this is? Yeah. I don't know if that's allowed. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do that. Yeah, I'm not sure. If there's anyone who works at Chamsys who knows about this, hit me up so I can not do this wrong. But for now, I'm gonna... Oh shit, is this gonna change the patch? Oh, does it matter? I don't know. Whatever. What we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna import show palettes, because I've worked way too hard on that show file to yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, and it actually renders the thing properly. Okay, cool. What are you gonna learn? What was the light? Fuck. It was a Chauvet Maverick Mark II profile. There we go, it says right there. Chauvet Maverick Mark III profile, 54 channel mode. No, I don't want to do all of them, just these ones. More beautiful. Look at that, I'm so cheeky. Now I have my proper. Yeah, look at that. Man, that worked pretty well. Why do I have an extra lavender and UV? They're the same thing. The stream is healthy. It's very good. Oh, okay. Got some gobos. Flip. That's not what I wanted. Well, let's go. Oh yeah, you gotta do the thing with the stuff. Oh, I don't even know if all of them are inverted. If you guys want me to explain what I'm doing, I'd be happy to do that. Right now I'm just going through my normal shiznit. Man, that worked pretty well. that really did work quite well. Let's just get rid of all this garbage. 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 I need to get rid of all this stuff because I need to morph it back. I need to morph it back. Come on. Yeah. Oh. Into the BMFL so I can import the right. Actually, do I need to? Should I? Should I import stuff back again? So what I've done, is these are ordered really weirdly. It's just easier for position making to order them like this wall of like 3 tall. It's easier to order them like this when you're making your pans and stuff. Because obviously this is, that's actually not too bad. Bring the zoom in, and then I just have to black out those screens. That doesn't look too bad actually. The spread is definitely a little weird, but yeah, Wait a minute, what? Okay. Oh, shit. Sorry. Yeah. Pangolin Touch Designer, I really want to do one program one project I really want to work on is I have an iPad for the remote thing. And it's pretty great. I can walk around pretty much anywhere and adjust my positions and go through my cues. So I can go up on stage and like, I have a router that connects to the MQ500 and it's nice. But for positions, I would really like, cause like I use an Xbox controller for some games, like some driving games and shit. And they're really comfy. They're really, really comfy. And so I would really love to have some sort of like Xbox controller pan tilt thing that connects to the MQ500 or any console, so that I can use the little the thumbsticks, the joysticks, to control the pan and tilt. That'd be super great. And hit the bumper buttons to go next head, previous head, and then like maybe if you hit both of them, it goes all. Oh, that'd be cool. So like you hit right bumper, it goes next head. You hit left bumper, previous head, and then you hit both of them at the same time. It does all. That would be cool. And then I don't know what the triggers would do. What would the triggers do? I don't know. And then the D-pad or whatever you call that, that could be like just to, I don't know. I don't like doing it on the iPad. Like you're missing that like tactile feel when you do it on the iPad. Oh, there's no elements in this. Here we go. So what I'm gonna do now, 1, 2. Show cockpit. Isn't Show Cockpit only for like Mac OS? Oh no, you can download this for normal. Oh, it's only like $300. $100 Lua. Huh. So the main thing here is that triggers to change highlight mode. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Go in between in and out of highlight mode, yeah. Oh, and maybe like one of like X or something, or maybe if you hit the D-pad or hit one of the joysticks, like you know how they can click in. Maybe if you click it, you can go into fan mode. That'd be cool. And you've got a little touchscreen connected to it, because that's the main thing. Is like you have to be able to you can't just have the controller. You have to be able to see which like light you're doing, right? Yeah, I've been looking. So I saw something on the subreddit, on the lighting design subreddit. So a guy made a controller for MA using Telnet. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Like a homemade controller with knobs and shit, like completely like, you know, DIY. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I'm like, so I searched up, and as far as I can tell, you can't really do the Telnet thing with Chamsys, but I think I'll figure something out. I think the biggest problem would be, like, what kind of screen are you going to use? Because I think the easiest would be to have a little mount for your phone, right? And then you just connect, because then it's just like on your phone, and you're just doing the normal remote app, right? But how would you control the functions on the remote app with the controller? If it was a computer, yeah, that's easier, but like, do I have to put a wireless thing and find some really small like LCD monitor or something? I don't know. And then how long would the battery? Oh, so many questions. These are weird. I don't even know what those are. Or these. I don't know what these are either. I tried to look on the website. I didn't look long, but you know. Oh, these. Oh, God. Seriously? Oh my God. Gotta add the VDIMs. And then make this black. That's not a bad idea. And then US W3, so upstage wall 3. So now I can take all of these, go and then bring the zoom in small. Tilt them. Oh man, I wish they gave us like a capture file so I could properly do this. How long has this been? Oh, it should say there, no? An hour? Okay. I might go for water in like 5 minutes, cause you gotta stay hydrated. I'm probably gonna make these streams a bit more not consistent. I'm never consistent with these streams on like when they happen, but I will probably do more of them these upcoming months, since I am doing stuff. It's just not much, you know. I'm doing stuff at work, but at home, not a virtual. What the? Yo, what's a virtual strobe? What the point? What? Guys, what's a virtual strobe? I don't know. Yes, so BMFL, 10 out of 10. Camson, 8 out of 10. Like, the other problem with it is the CRI is pretty shit compared. So the Aeroton Camson is supposed to be a competitor to lights like the BMFL. I don't think Aeroton really wants to go up against the BMFL with this light, but maybe the Viper and stuff like that, right? It's a Viper replacement, an LED Viper, basically. because it's like 40,000 lumens. It's a bit less than 40,000 lumens, so it's up there. They're trying to get up there, and they say on their website, "Oh yeah, it's to punch out those like 1,000-watt arc lamp fixtures," and don't know if she can beat the BMFL. So it definitely loses on color mixing. The framing shutters are very nice. The gobos are pretty nice. I still think I prefer the BMFL gobos over the Chamsys gobos, just because I just really like the gobos on the BMFL. But the color mixing, like the BMFL just slaughters the Chamsys in color mixing. It's just so good. So good. You just can't beat the BMFL at color mixing. And it would be better if they put in like 2 color wheels on the Chamsys, like how the BMFL has 2 color wheels. But they just got one that has like 6 or 5 colors. And those colors are pretty not great. Like, I wish they would have put more light colors. It's a very expensive light. So the other thing is the CRI is like 73 for the S model, the scenic version. Let's see. Okay, I'm looking at the site now. So it's the same. Apparently the Ghibli format. It's the same like frame or thing as the Ghibli. It's the same size as the Ghibli, which is pretty impressive for like a 750-watt LED. It kicks out a lot of heat. There's like there's 3 fans in the back, just for the lamp. Or I mean, what else would be putting out that much heat? But 40,000 lumens. Okay, it's 40,000 lumens, but like, so the Chamsys TC has a CRI of greater than 90. But it is important to know that comes with a penalty to the lumens. So the Chamsys S outputs 40,000 lumens, and then the Chamsys TC is only 31,000 lumens. So the Chamsys S, which is the real bright one, it only has a CRI of like 70, which is just for a light like that you might use in broadcast. It's like, no. Don't tease me with your VLs, man. God. The other reason I'm considering the BMF, I've always considered the BMF over the Chamsys, to be honest, but like, the other main reason is follow spot. I mean, even if the BMFL didn't have a remote follow thing, I think I would still go for it. But the Robo, what's it called? The Robo follow spot thing that they've got, whatever it is. Let's see, wait. It's the BMFL that has a camera on it. That is very good. So let's see for the colors. 6 complementary colors. I'm pretty sure the BMFL has like 12 or 10. Freaking teasing me with his like VLs. God. Yeah, I really want to check out the VLs. My boss is like, no. Because previous generations of VLs were always super high maintenance. But, yep. Man, why is YouTube like going, oh, you can't, YouTube just like flagged Tommy's thing saying, follow me, I think it's called. I'm like, what? Bro, I would love BMFLs. I was going to get 36 mega points and 36 spiders, but then I never got them. And I'm sitting here like, can you at least give me some mega points? At the very least, because I'm pretty sure the mega point has like a pretty decent CRI. So you could use it as like a spot, even though it's a beam fixture. Let's see. Mega point. It doesn't say. 2 million lux at 2 meters. That's ridiculous. That's probably because they have that super like the zoom is so crazy It zooms down to like a pin. Yeah, the follow me. No, wait. Oh, that's a shame. Oh yeah, that's a big shame. Big oof. You would definitely think they would come with their own cases, seeing as how, you know, every other light usually comes with its own case. So the mega point. Let me scroll down, please. I want to look at the specs. CRI of 80 to 90. Somehow, the mega point, which is a beam fixture, well, you know, it's a hybrid, but you know, somehow it has a higher CRI. Showtech Phantoms. No, that's the legit shit. BMFOs ain't got shit on the Showtech Phantoms. That's the problem with LEDs. With high power LEDs, the CRI is always shit. Custom case. I am... I really want me some BMFLs, I have such a big wish list right now. BMFLs is my main thing, but also the next on that list is spiders, and then mega points, and then spikies. Or you can replace the spider with the K25, because I really want the K25. Like, I don't care if the maintenance is shit. I want the spinning lens. That's it. That's all I want. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like they've got some sort of like automatic setting thing, like how Capture does. Oh, Capture 2020 is released. If anyone hasn't, checked that out. Capture 2020 is out. I haven't upgraded because I have to wait for my boss to say, hey, yeah, you can upgrade. It's only 149 euros. Front lines with mega points from 200 meters away. That is amazing, and I believe that. Yo, it's programming week every week now. There's no, welcome to the next 6 months. Programming week every week. You're not gonna have a show week for another 3 months. I have some really cool shows in the summer that I really don't want to get messed up, but I'm a little nervous. Bloody virus, so inconvenient. Gosh, can you just hurry up? Oh man, that's terrible. Alright, that's that group. I need to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go take this group. Hey, quick trick. If you select, so I have now selected these bottom ones. These ones. I want to select all the ones on the top. Work real quick. No, I'm pretty sure. Try to paste the link. Let's see if it works. I think if anything, it's gonna ask me whether or not I want to see it on the chat. I think that's what's gonna happen. Video conference. Yeah, I know, it's always video conferences now. I want my boss to come see the Campson because we've been waiting for it for such a long time. We've been waiting to see a demo of it for 6 months now. And but now he's pretty old, so no, he doesn't show up to the warehouse. Spots up. So now I've got these bad boys, and one thing that's also weird about this rig is the pan on these lights is wrong. Oh no, it's back. It's better. Okay, that was weird. On the first file I got, these were wrong. They would go into each other. That's very strange. Huh, I guess. And fix it, because this is the same show file. I also have a GoPro, so I might do some live streams from work. if I do, those live streams will be really, really janky. But you know, I wish I had a better way of doing this. I only have 2 monitors because I'm a pleb. Yeah, exactly. They inverted half the rig, which is very weird. You know, I don't know. It's strange. It's also strange they would put some. I mean, it's not considering this was for a trade show, but like IP fixtures in an indoor rig. Fancy a coffee in chat. Huh. Sure, we'll see if I Qatar's kind of going hard. Yesterday they were like, yeah, any car with 2 people in it is gonna get pulled over, and the people inside will get questioned. And everyone's just like, wait a minute, what about like taxis and like families and like what if you're giving just anything? And then the government today was like, oh, whoops, that was a mistake. Yes, indeed, the Q40s do overlap with the screens, because guess what? They're the same light. If you go to patch, you go to Q, because actually no, if you go into here, you'll see it's actually a color panel 40 somehow. So what song should I do? Yeah, what song should I time code to? Oh, there goes my water bottle. These are cool. I do like these. The strikes. These are cool, and the strike sabers are very cool. Although they probably bring. Look at that. All right, 120 frames per second. Let's turn these on. Oh, 20 frames per second. This is a NVIDIA 2080 Super. Is it even like using my GPU at all? Yeah, it's somehow using how Chamsys, how fucking Capture is better than this, and that's a proper previs. Jesus fucking Christ. Better not have a friend or like a husband or like a kid. Christ. They've got such weird stuff. They have some that aren't even moving lights, like these. Just pointing down. And there's no colors for them. The rogues are pretty cool. I like the rogues. These look dope as well. I do like this design with the molds. And it's kind of strange that they put the Mark III profiles here, because the profiles have the framing shutters, and they put the Mark III spot as the front light, the key light. It's just very strange, because you'd think they would put the one with the framing shutters on the front truss, and the one, it's, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna take a 10-minute break to get some water and to check for coronavirus. If you have any questions, just hit up the chat, and when I get back, I'll answer like all of them. And like, ask the craziest questions, and I'll see how many I can answer. But yeah, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. You guys should get some water too. Stay hydrated and wash your hands. I'm sure no one has told you that before. Go wash your hands, you know? Jesus Christ, every 5 seconds in the group chat for my company, someone says, oh, 5 tips for coronavirus. Wash your hands. I'm like, oh, really? Wow. Whoa. Straight up, that is, whoa. All right, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay. Oh. An MA3 light. Oh, CRV. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Staring at the rig forever. I don't know either. I don't even know what song I'm gonna do. Like, I don't know. I wish they would just assign you songs. I'm back, by the way. Because I have no idea what song I'm gonna do. I also wish that, like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna screen cap this? You know? Because it just lagged, especially with the strikes. As soon as you turn on these things, look at my FPS. Right? Oh, encoder overload. Yeah, as soon as I bring these freaking strike sabers, just everything dies, right? And I have a 2080, so how are people who are programming on a laptop going to do this? That's my question. Concurrent. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with my previs, but I don't know. I honestly just wish they would give us, for the people who have at least it would be nice to have a a capture file for just for programming, because I would much rather program on capture as a previs than this. Aw, you bitch. Why would you do that? Oh, where's my phone? Got a little alarm. Okay, that's that. And it's gonna... Okay, and then is there one more? Yeah. What are these? Oh my god, I hit the wrong button. Shit. Alright, let's do this again. It's weird, the lag. Like, I sometimes get like a 1 second delay when clicking stuff on Magic PC. It's very strange, because that never happens to me on the console. It's very strange that it does that. Where even are these? The Maverick. Wash one. See, like, look at that lag. Don't give me that. Yeah, who else is gonna try and do this thing? I don't know. I still have to think of a song. I don't even know what song I'm gonna do for it.
The dreams.
What song should I do? See, this lag, like, how am I supposed, like, And what I don't get is, how are you supposed to, like, how are you going to timecode a song if you need Chamsys to be unlocked? Whatever. Oh yes, the rack mount dongle does allow MIDI. If you can find a rack mount dongle, then you are a, like, leprechaun or something. Because they are not easy to find. You have to, like, get them ordered for you or some shit, because it's just impossible. Alright, this is that. Oh man, I have to do all this stuff.
The dreams.
It's such a strange rig. Like, it's not a bad rig, it's just a strange one. One I do not like.
The dreams.
Just in case that the designer of this tunes in. It's not a bad rig. They do make them. It's just hard to find them. Like, because not that many people sell them. Like though, I've met one person who has one, and he does tours with freaking Steve Aoki and shit. So no wonder he has one. He probably just, he's one of the Chamsys power users, right? Like he has they ask him for new features, and they, they actually listen to what he has to say as opposed to like the rest of us. I mean, they listen to what we have to say. But when it comes to designing consoles, they don't really ask, the majority. They ask their power users. It'd be interesting if they made like a thing. Man, why is it saying... I know, right? It does. It lags so much. Which is just crazy for something that's lightweight. Like, let's see. It's using 30% of my GPU. Fucking Capture doesn't... And it's just this. Oh my god, it's so ridiculous. And I also don't like that it's like, where am I supposed... Hey, I want to stream. Where am I supposed to put this thing? Because I want you guys to see the full Chamsys window. I don't want you to just see the like, I don't want to just do the little like half and half thing. Because then, well, like, you can't see what I'm doing here. So what do I do? And if you have 4 monitors, it works well. But if you only have, what am I doing? Oh, right, I have to do this. So let's go. Oh no, I have corona. Bless me. Alright, we'll go to this one. Oh, this one's at least normal. And they've also got them at angles, which I'm not a huge fan of angled. Like, angled truss is fun, but when you end up rigging your lights on an angle, that's when programming gets really annoying. I think you can offset them somehow, like offset your pan and tilt somehow. But like, I'm lazy and it doesn't really cover. I have offset a channel once in my life, and that was to fix a color wheel that was the motor slipped and it wouldn't, like the belt on the color wheel slipped, and so whenever it zeroed, it wouldn't zero to the right thing. Or actually no, it was on the CMY. The CMI wouldn't zero to the right value. So I just put an offset on it because it still worked, so. Unfortunately, I did that offset like an hour before the show, just as like a last minute, like, ah, fuck. Because I had already changed the entire color system over to color wheels. So all of my spots changed to color wheels. And honestly, I really liked it. The color wheels look great. They're VL2500s. They're really great. The color wheels on those are really nice. So I didn't have a problem with only using color wheels instead of CMY, but it just sucked because like an hour before the show, I was like, oh, let's try and like offset it on the thing, and it worked. I'm like, fucking hell. I guess, yeah. Yeah, no. The dongle's very expensive. If you can find it, it's like, yeah. It's £500, which is not cheap. I think on the MQ500 they finally made, they finally enabled MIDI notes, which is fantastic. Finally I can use a MIDI controller. But it requires a firmware upgrade, and I'm not too confident in my abilities to do a firmware. Because like you go to okay, so you go system, view system, and then view status, and then you go to USB links. And then when you're on the console, all your USB stuff shows up here. I looked at the manual and said, oh, CH blah blah blah, that's the version of the firmware for the MIDI thing. And when I go on the console and look for it, it doesn't say CH anywhere. And so I'm like, oh shit. And on the manual it says, if you mess this up, you will have to send the console back, basically. Because you might like corrupt the DMX card and you won't be able to send the DMX anymore. Which will basically make the console useless. It will just make the console useless. So like, well, I guess right now would be the best time to do it. Because then I can send it to Chamsys and have it back. And it's not like there's going to be a show. So, I don't know. Oh, there's a back wall. Yeah, it's like, what am I going to use all of these fixtures for? In this previs, it doesn't look... Having, like, in Capture, you can get away with having a shit ton of lights, because you can actually see the individual beams. But look at this. I cannot see the beam behind this row of lights. I can't see anything, because the beam is just, like, blowing out the camera. I don't want to shit on Magic Viz too much, but it sucks compared to Capture. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. You guys should watch what's that show? Altered Carbon. Oh, so good. Such a good show. So good. I won't spoil anything because it's just dope. This window is just so... Nope. I want a shift set and then close, enter. If you all remove the icon from a palette, you just do shift set. So you set the icon, but instead of selecting anything, you just hit close and then enter. And then there you go. So there was an icon on that. It's now gone. Mwahahaha. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some pretty cool positions and shit on here. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, the tilt's fucked. Damn, there was a cool position on this. I just have to invert this again. And then do this. What? Oh, that's right. On the original, the pan is inverted on some of them. That's so strange. That's so weird. And it's really, really annoying. Okay, 107 through 112. It's just super weird. Because they've got some stuff programmed in here that I like this position. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna steal it. Because it looks nice, so I guess I'm making a new one. It's called CS. Yeah, it's a nice position. Not gonna throw away a nice position. Alright, let's play some games, shall we? Oh my god, this window is so annoying to move around. Like, can I not do anything? Because if I make it smaller, then I can't see anything. And if I put it on another screen, then you guys can't see anything. And the point of this stream is for you guys to see everything. So usually I do a few of them. There's a few positions nowadays that I do. So this top row up here is usually my like system stuff. So I'd never use these during a show. They're just for programming. Man, what was? Oh man, I can't remember. You know, I can't bring that show file up on stream because it's yeah, I just probably can't share that show file. The Katy Perry LD left his show file with me because I was really curious, and he's basically like, yeah, I left the show file on the desk for you because I was just like watching him program for a few hours. It was blowing my mind because obviously it's the Katy Perry LD. He's very, very good. And so, yeah, I have their show file, and it's super interesting. It's their MA show file. It's super interesting. It's so fascinating how they do stuff. And like, I'm not an MA programmer yet, so I'm not gonna make use of it. And it's not like I'm the Katy Perry LD either. So what exactly? A lot of those acts, they just immediately like delete their show file as soon as they're done, which is like, yeah, okay, sure, but also who exactly is like what is someone gonna do with that show file? I guess the macros, yeah, but like they're never, yeah, it's just like, it's just like. So I really appreciated when he left me his show file so I could just kind of nerd over it. It's a very nerdy show file. So, just making, man, I really hate this previs. I hate it so much. I used to love Magic Viz back when it was low res shit, the old rendering engine. I liked it. Because this, I can see stuff, right? But I can't use that because it glitches all the time. So like, draw beams. What am I supposed to do? Smooth edges? Right? Like, I miss the old rendering engine. It was very good. It's still there, but like, this show file doesn't like it. It begs the question, like, how... It really begs the question, honestly. What are they using that they can render this at, like, anything? Look at this. Look at my GPU. Fucking 80%. Shadow of the Tomb Raider doesn't even make my GPU do this. Like, it's crazy. Bloody, that research thing where you can donate your GPU. Or not donate it, but you can donate the resources of it to research stuff. So, like, my computer's been on at night when I go to sleep, and it's basically just doing research on, like, corona shit and cancer and stuff like that. It's very, very cool. But even that doesn't, like, researching the coronavirus doesn't hammer my GPU as hard as these beams do. I think it's the multi-instance thing that's killing it. Oh god, I gotta turn it off. Because it also makes OBS freak out. OBS is like, no, don't do this to me. Let's see, what is OBS using? OBS is using what? 8%? Like nothing, right? Yeah, 8% of my GPU. Magic Viz, 15% somehow. It's also strange it's using that much of my... it's not too bad, but that's quite a bit of my CPU. For what CPU it is. It's kind of... My CPU is... an i9-9900K with an AIO. So it stays fairly cool. Let me see what temperature it is right now. It's 31 degrees Celsius right now. Not bad. I keep my apartment at like 16 degrees Celsius because cold-blooded or warm-blooded or hot-blooded Canadian basically. So my computer stays pretty chill. Damn. This is a good, like this. Add to the chill. Just add. Yeah, wait, you rebuilt the whole rig in Capture 2019? Please tell me you did it in 2019. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Can't I just import this shit into Capture? That's what I really want. I guess I can rebuild it in Capture. Wait a minute. Yeah, please send it to me. You have my email's in the description. Please send it to me. I don't want to. I don't want to do this. What's Project Orion again? Oh yeah, this. No one's gonna understand what. I'm the only one who understands what this even is. This is a thing I've been working on. As you can see, it's literally just 4 towers with lasers on them. No one's gonna understand. That's great. What's the normal Project Orion? Oh, that's just this. The same thing. I have some crazy ideas. Crazy stuff. Yeah, I don't like... I really don't like the Viz. Let me try something. Let's go to multi-view, I guess, and then we're gonna add a thing. What is this? Priorities? We'll figure it out. Alright. If you don't see anything, that's normal. I am messing around. Display capture, maybe? Add existing. Okay. Oh. Okay. How do you guys want me to do this? Do you want me to make this the main, like, what's the jazz here? What's the idea? Like, how am I gonna do this? I need another window. I need another monitor. I only have 2. I'm used to using 3 monitors, so it's like just gonna open up a Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. It might be a good exercise to remake this. Ooh. This is some funky shit. Oh no, now all of the multi-instance fixtures don't show up. So do the... Oh, these show up. It's very weird. Why do they have some washes? They've already have a truss full of Mark III spots. Why do they also have a truss, that same truss full of bloody, you know, washes? Now live on your channel. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for emailing that I am live. That is very useful. Learn the basics. Pangolin is dope, man. I've been messing around with it a little bit. Let's open it up. Let's open Pangolin up. Let's see. Ultimate, because that's the one I'm gonna get. Demo. I know you don't have to rub it in my face. The one thing I really don't like is that it opens up a video whenever you open up Pangolin. Yeah, there it is. It just asked to open a video. No, you're not, no video for you. So, Pangolin. Very cool. You know what? Why am I opening this? One thing I'm all over the place. One thing I want to do is I want to implement my color picker. Thank you. Oh, you saw that? My desktop wallpaper? Yeah, I have that on all my show computers. Yeah. Of course, that's mainly the reason why it's there, is because the park ends in the back. Beautiful lights. Oh, I can't even tell if it properly... Yeah, there we go. Oh, and you can also see it when I open this up. Yeah. Cool. So, an idea I had for Pangolin was... So, I have my color picker, right? You guys are all familiar with that, I'm sure. My color effects generator. I want to implement that into Pangolin so that the lasers, I can select a color effect that matches the lighting color effect. So the lasers and the lighting are both doing the same color effect. And it's like, woo. Looks dope, hopefully. Just chill. Let's bring this open again. I'm not actually doing a lot right now. I think I have that downstage. Yeah. Center stage. The DCS down center DSC or yeah, DSC downstage center. I guess I'm just gonna call it DS for now, or CS, I guess. Let's go to center. Let's locate these bad boys. Let me fix it. Oh my god. Why have you done this to me? Why? Why would you do that? That's very strange. So let's minus out this. And then let's also find out where these bad guys are. It's very weird. Front wash. It's very strange indeed. There we go. Oh wow, it's actually okay, and let's locate. Let's go. Whoop. This is strange. Wait, hold up. These aren't even symmetrical. Are they? Aren't they? I can't tell. They don't. What's with the circles? Why aren't they like proper circles? Like, why doesn't it outline the light properly? Wash. Shizzle. What should this be called? Wash us. Oh, that's dumb. Oh shit! I did not realize I could do that. Oh, that's cool. Nice little dimmer there. Dim. Pop quiz. Should I connect to my little node here? My Chamsys node to unlock demo mode. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I think I will probably. Let's bring this up a tad bit so it's actually lighting this dude. Look at that. If you're gonna do a downstage watch, I'd at least hit the dude you're trying to hit, you know? There we go. Boop. No. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, OBS. I'm sorry. Why is this song sound like it's like being played in a room? Alright. Let me get the power into it then. Figure out which of these power cables I can unplug. This one, probably. If the stream stops, you know that I accidentally turned everything off. There you go, now it's plugged in. Now I need a Cat 5 cable. Oh, do I even have a port that I can plug it into? Yeah, oh, yeah, go walk like 5 meters. No, not even 1 meter. So get the Cat 5. So far away. Cat 5. Ooh, I don't know if this will reach. Stand by. Okay, I need to take my headphones off to do this. Yeah, if the stream stops abruptly, you know what happens. Or what happened, I think. Okay, I need to turn on the lights. So I can actually see what I'm doing. On another note, what do you guys have any programming requests? Anything on me? Okay. Oh no, it doesn't reach. I guess it's gonna sit on top of. It's basically just a. It's a Chamsys box, basically. That's really all it is. I need to make sure it's in the right mode. Okay, this is gonna go right. Over there. Okay. There we go. Apologies. Now let's see. Does it immediately detect it? Probably not. I probably have to set up my DMX adapter. I might have to re-plug in that cable. Oh, if you guys want me to like go over what I just did there, I can easily do that. That's just the networking stuff for, you know, yeah. Now let me make sure. Oh, is this even? It is on. Okay. Is it plugged in right? Is this cable dead? We will never know. Ooh, what's the? Oh, I don't have anything on this. Okay, well, let's save. And then it will reset. OneDrive, go away. The PC Wing does not unlock MIDI. No. MIDI notes? No, the PC Wing does not. The only consoles that unlock MIDI are the MQ80 and the MQ500 Stadium console, and that was only just like that's literally in the latest, one of the latest releases in the last month or so. So it's very new, and you have to do a firmware update, which I'm not super comfortable doing on the MQ500. So yeah. What am I doing? Oh, I know. I have to set this to be the right IP. Okay. And now, hopefully, save this. Reset again, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I should have brought the other node that I know works. Okay, I don't see it. I think I have to redo this. Network cable unplugged. I might have a bad network cable. You would just need the rack mount dongle to use MIDI. The rack mount dongle unlocks, takes Chamsys out of demo mode. It also lets you do MIDI notes, send MIDI notes to the console. But another thing you could do is just send OSC. You can convert MIDI into OSC and then send it. All you would need for that is like a PC Wing. That would work as well. But that's a bit of a workaround. Ah, man, just got shocked. Maybe I didn't even plug in the Cat 5 into the right port. This is a new computer, after all. Whoa, almost spilled monster everywhere. Yeah, the cable's in properly. Well, I don't know. I think the cable's just bad. I guess I'll have to bring another cable tomorrow. Because I don't even know the IP for this. Oh wait, it might be on the box itself. Oh. What is the IP address for this console? It does not say. Oh, I see. There's no link, so this cable is dead. That's great. Cool. That's great. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it, shall we? Where's my previs? Visualizer. Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't do it. It's frustrating. Let's just hope I don't have to self-quarantine tomorrow. I can go to work to get a new Cat 5 because I don't have any Cat 5 at home. Man, this stuff. Oh, that really sucks. I can't, why is it so... Yeah, that sucks. So to send DMX, you just need a ArtNet to an ArtNet node. If you have the rack mount dongle, yes, you can make your own console, MIDI lighting console. Yeah, then you would just need. You can get like a Chamsys. I don't even know if they still make it actually, because I was checking earlier today, and I think they updated and removed a few things. They removed a lot of the Chamsys stuff from their website. They discontinued some of the Chamsys. I think the box. Yeah, you can get like a B4, a Chamsys B4, or you can just get like an ArtNet node. Just any ArtNet node. I personally really like TMB, the Proplex, but you know that's obviously touring grade stuff. You can just really use any. But if you have the budget, if you have a big budget, TMB stuff is good stuff. It's really I really like TMB. But any ArtNet node would do. You can find some like stuff from Relation. You can, if you're in the EU, you can find some stuff on Toman. It's all preference. Man, that's the thing. All my normal stuff. I really like this position, but like, and I don't want to wreck it by inverting the tilt. That's a cool position. That's go over. What was it that I just hit? Oh, these are multi-instance fixtures? That sucks. This might be a relatively short stream because I have work tomorrow, but I'll probably still stream for another hour or two. I don't even know what song I should do to this. Like, that's the problem. I need a good timecode song. Maybe some Daft Punk or something. Oh wow. Right, it doesn't use. For some reason, the white palette is not right. Let's tilt it up. Oh, that's dope. How do I activate the yeah, that's pretty dope. It's just a lot of lights for like a pretty small area. Yeah, man. No, I definitely will not have loads to do. Yeah, I'll drop you an email. If I'm not that too busy. Because, you know, I'm just ridiculously busy. Not, you know, so much stuff to do. Got all these things that I'm doing. It's kind of a strange setup for front lighting. Like, it's not that many. It should be 8. Why is it 10? There's definitely an easier way of doing this, but I'm gonna take the hard way. Let's get this guy's full drum set. Shit. Yeah, I know, so many gigs. Oh, why does the highlight have that? Highlight should be. Oh, here's a really neat trick. It's just a nice little for your highlight. Actually, I'm guessing a lot of people know about this, but you can make your own highlight and low light values very easily by just yeah. So you just make a queue in the queue store, with the values you want for highlight. So in this case, I want my highlight value to be white. Not that. For these, I want my highlight value to be white at full. So I just put that in the programmer, go to Q store and record that into a Q. And then you go up here and you hit set highlight Q, and then a big H will go, and there you go. You've set your highlight Q. And then you have to go and set your low light Q. So mine is usually, let's go red. That's what I've been doing. Lately I've been going red instead of blue. Low light. Clear, set. There we go. And now, if I highlight, there we go. My highlight is white and my low light is red. Oh my god, what was I doing? Yeah. I'm still not entirely sure what song I should do for this. I'm aware there are better ways to do this. There are easier ways to do this. I guess, yeah, I can do that. A lot of highlight there. Just a chill, definitely. Yeah, no. Christian Jackson's. I'm sure a lot of you saw Christian Jackson's video. His production value is like so high. I don't know where he finds the time. Well, I guess now he finds the time because no one has any jobs. But you know. Pangolin Beyond. Shizzle. I've gone inconsistent. I like having my focus very consistent and symmetrical. So usually 2 lights per person. I wonder if I remove a light, will they... CJ is not human. That's right, he isn't. I don't know how he puts out all those videos with that high... Just, you know. It's good though, it gets more people into it. Although there's a lot of people on those everything that go like, oh, Kristen Jackson, how do I get a job? I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's answered that question a million times by now. And like, I totally get it. I used to also wonder that same question, like, oh, how do I, get gigs and shit? But like, just follow the advice every single person in history gives you. Just get out there and, email people. Ask for, like, just say you're interested in stuff. Everyone has a different path. I definitely did not have a normal path. So if anyone asks me how to get into this industry, don't ask me. I have no idea. I had like the most abnormal path into this world. Should not be possible. Shit. The one problem with this script is if you go to name something and you try to clear out, it does not work. It doesn't like that. I don't know what I have set to clear, but yeah. Whoa, my apologies. Almost tipped the microphone over. Well, I did tip the microphone over. My apologies. That probably sounded horrible. How are you guys doing? I'm like, how's what are you learning? I'm sure when all this started and all our shows got canceled, I thought, oh, I'm a genius. I'm going to use all of this time to learn something new. And then on Instagram, I just see everyone's like, oh, time to learn something new. I'm like, damn it, that's what I was gonna do. And then CJ is just like, on his video, like, what do you do if in this case, first thing is like, learn something new. I'm like, fuck, that's what I'm doing. How come everyone knows what I'm doing? Yeah, but yeah, honestly, just learn something new. It's the best thing to do in this scenario. What on earth is with these washes? What on earth? That's so strange. Why are there some... What? So if I go green and I hit red... Whoa. These Mavericks don't have all of the values in it. That's super strange. Stored into their default stuff. Default palettes. I'm also very happy. I saw his stream when he was streaming. I wasn't able to look at it because I was work, but I saw him streaming and I was like, I wonder how many people he has, because everyone's like at home and not doing anything, and like 1,000 people watching his stream. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. More people are like tuning in and just making this industry a bit more, in the eye of the public, maybe. At least I hope. Let's locate, and then we're gonna take this out. We're actually gonna do that for all of them. I think that's all of the moving lights. Yeah, we're gonna locate them. I'm gonna update this. I'm just gonna take that out. So now all of them have a proper locate. So these are gonna go banned. I'm gonna stay there. I don't even know. Yeah, this last week I've been doing a lot of pixel mapping stuff. I also bought a analog. Oh man, I gotta show you guys this thing. LZX Industries. I bought this analog video synthesizer, and it should be shipping soon. but like, these things are cool. So my idea is to, since this thing, let me bring it back up. Since this thing actually has ILDA outputs, see, there's ILDA outputs. This thing is super cool. My idea is to hopefully get some ILDA going so I can control the lasers from that, but also it'd be really cool if I could have a live feed going into my pixel mapper. So like, let's say this, right? I have the pixel mapper going. Oh, that full screen the wrong thing. I have the pixel mapper going. Right? Oh, there's a pixel mapper patch. Oh, no, it's not patched. Well, let's just say I have the pixel mapper going. You can, I'm pretty sure you can add live feeds to the pixel mapper. So what would be really cool is you have a camera at front of the house, and then you feed that camera into the analog the analog synth, and then it does some crazy shit. It does some cool shit, and then you can feed that feed into the pixel mapper, and the pixel mapper will output that as ArtNet to your lights. That would be so cool, right? If you have like a zoom in on the lead performer or like a guitarist, and then like you've got magic panels just like doing the thing on the thing, and just kind of like, that'd be so cool. Or another thing is, since it has ILDA outputs for lasers, what if I have Pangolin set up on a laptop, right? And then I can control lasers from ILDA, or I can bring in like a video switcher, you know? Or I can bring in the ILDA output from the synth. That would be really cool. So it's all been experimentations for me these last few days, so far, at least. Oh wait, what does G do? I really wish I had a disco ball right there. You know, right in the middle there. But you know how it is. Let's get the zoom pellets in here. I'm gonna put this on a separate monitor just because. There's so much to learn. Learn lasers, learn video. For lasers, Pangolin's pretty much the biggest thing to learn. But also laser safety. I'm pretty sure ILDA has some resources online for learning laser safety. You can take like an online course, I think. I want to do that. I want to take a course. Before I do any like audience scanning, I want to take a course so I don't blind anyone. Because I really want, that's like the main thing I want to do, is audience scanning. And every laserist is going to be like, shit, no, not another line guy doing, you know, audience scanning. I'm sorry. This is so cool. I want some phenoms. Yeah, make a new busking show file. I guess I can put this up here. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. It's basically gonna go like this. Cool, I've got all this. I've got my moles here. Boom, 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 boom. The mole structure is very cool. I like that. How is life? Mine's fine. Just another chill stream. Now we're getting into the chill bit where I'm just programming. It's really strange. Let's tilt it up. Just so I can see the beams a bit better. Let's go into settings, make the beam brightness a bit higher, just so I can see the color a bit better. It's like a deep orange. It really doesn't do it justice. Like, I really want to do it on capture because the color rendering on capture is much better than on Magic Viz. Apparently capture component, which is a really cool thing, it's basically a embedded version of capture for consoles. So they've been implementing stuff on like ETC EOS. Now their new like I can't remember what it's called. Their new fancy version with the oh man, with the phone, whatever. They've added capture into their, so they now have a built-in previs, I think, from what I've heard. From what I've seen, they have a built-in previs, which is very cool. More people should have built-in previses, and basically the built-in previs that they have is just capture, which is just fantastic. More like, because capture is already just so good. Hopefully the clicking isn't too bad now. I'm using a Razer. I don't even remember what the name of this is. I mean, a Razer keyboard that has orange switches, which is basically silent tactile switches. It's fantastic because it means it's much less loud. Whoa, why do I have two magentas? That's trippy. Wait, shouldn't I have like a bunch of color temperatures here? I totally should. Okay. Alright. Super chill, like the chill vibe is so chill. Shit is just so goddamn chill right now. You can't get chiller. really want to buy a PC Wing. Because doing this stuff manually is not fun. Cool. Oh, I have a clicky keyboard. Let me go get it. I have a clicky keyboard, but I had a complaint on one stream that the keys were too loud. It's a Black Widow, that's right. It's the Razer Black Widow. So I have the original Black Widow. So just so you can hear that, I really love this keyboard. I usually use this as my main. It's the original Black Widow. Or, it's the Black Widow Chroma V2 with the green switches. And I have another, I've got the company to buy a Black Widow, the new version, with the orange switches. So that's what I have right now. I kind of stole it. But they won't notice, because I also bought for myself a similar the exact same keyboard but with green switches. So I have the clicky version. The company has the non-clicky version for shows. So that's the one I'm using right now. I'm using the non-clicky one at the moment. Whoa. Oh, did I accidentally? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, like this keyboard is still clicky, but like for office work and stuff like that, it's much, much better. Oh right, I've just been triggering macros. Jeez. Yeah, no. That other keyboard, the clicky one, that's my daily driver for home. But it's really big and it doesn't have onboard memory, which kind of sucks. So I got these, and also they weren't selling those ones. They weren't selling the old one here in Qatar. They only had these new ones, so that's what I got. I want to get a ducky though, a small ducky for like just traveling and stuff. I'm really into keyboards. not really, but like I like having keyboards. I like keyboards a lot, and mouses too, and mouse pads. I have a nice Razer Firefly here, which is a hard mouse pad, and it's so nice. It's so smooth, and I'm a bit of a Razer fan boy. I have a Razer Death Adder Elite as my mouse, which is also fantastic mouse, super comfy. But recently, what I've done at work is I have a shitty mouse. A shitty Razer, like, it was really cheap. It's meant for multitasking. It's meant for like work stuff. So it's really small, and I have pretty big hands, and it's really small, but it has Bluetooth and wireless. So you can put the wireless dongle in the lighting console, which is what I've done. And you can connect your Bluetooth to like a laptop or something, or whatever you're running previs on. And it's really great. The only problem is that the switch to switch between Bluetooth and wireless is on the bottom of the mouse. So I just bought it as an experiment because it was like $20, so I was like, might as well try it. And it works, so I'm probably gonna look for maybe a Logitech that's a bit more comfy, that has Bluetooth and wireless, and yeah. Alright. Oh, have I not? There we go. Now let's save this show file. And let's see, these aren't bad lights. I've used the Rogues before. They're not bad. For small gigs, they're pretty good. Although the beams aren't as sharp as this. At least the ones I used. I used the Rogue One beam, not the beam. This is the beam wash. It has a zoom. I used the beam. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for the stream tonight, just because I have work tomorrow. Usually I would go on for like 2 million more hours, but because I have work tomorrow, I have to cut the stream short. Tomorrow, I might actually stream tomorrow again. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Might stream a lot more, because there's nothing to do. But yeah, if you guys can hit me up on Instagram, or like you can email me, or you can hit me up on Facebook or whatever. If you have any questions, or if you want me to like do a live stream or something, just yell at me there, and I'll probably obey. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. If yeah, like I said, if you have any questions, just hit me up on any of those platforms, and I will get back to you like immediately, because all I do is this. So yeah, have a good one. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. And see you in the next one.